Hey everyone, it's Riley. Thanks for coming back and watching another episode of my first year on T. This week we are talking about misgendering, the worst thing in the whole entire world. The reason I say that is because misgendering happens to me all the time, every single day, whether it be family members, whether it be friends are usually okay, whether it be coworkers, strangers, all the time. And I've been getting really frustrated because as each month goes along in my transition, I always expect it to get better, and it hasn't gotten any better so far. I think Carson talked about how when he was identifying as a woman, he felt like he got sir all the time. I felt the same way. I felt like I was hearing sir and he all the time, and now that I'm actually using those pronouns, I feel like I'm noticing ma'am and she all the time. I think that's probably just because I'm more aware of it, hopefully, but it's very frustrating, and I think to some people it doesn't seem like a big deal, but to an outsider, being misgendered is like someone coming up to you and saying like, hey bitch. And excuse my language, but that's the closest thing I can think of to compare it to. And I know it sounds intense, but that's what it feels like in my brain. When I first came out as trans, I wasn't on testosterone and I got misgendered a lot. And I kind of had this idea that once I started T, it would go away. So far, not so much, but I used to correct people. I even made these little like note cards to give out to people saying like, hey, these are my pronouns, you know, I'm trans, like this is a little rundown of what it is. But I stopped doing that because half the time I'm embarrassed, and I also just kind of like want to choose my battles, and I just don't feel like it's worth it, especially when it comes to like older people. I definitely don't say anything because that is just way too complicated, and especially if it's someone I'm not going to see again, what's the point of the interaction? It hurts my confidence to get misgendered all the time, and it hurts my confidence even more when I don't correct people, because I know I need to start educating people so that they can learn and it can maybe stop happening to others. But I get tired of it, and I just don't want to have to deal with it. I'm embarrassed, I feel ashamed, and I just want to crawl inside my little shell. I try not to take it too personally all the time, but when it's like 15, 20 times a day, you know, bitch, 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 like it just gets so old, and it really, really brings me down. And I always thought that I wouldn't let it get to me this much, but it's really been bothering me a lot recently. I'm never gonna get mad at someone for misgendering me. I would like that if I've told you what my pronouns are, if you slip up, it's fine, but at least that you're making an effort to use the right ones. It kind of blows my mind because just my understanding of gender is different than the average person, but it's like if someone has short hair, is dressed like a dude, why would you keep like getting the pronoun wrong? Like just go off of what I look like. Like, am I up in here wearing makeup and dresses? No, like, it just doesn't seem that hard to me. I need to get better at having conversations with people in my life, whether it be certain family members or coworkers, about what my preferred pronouns are. I just start to feel kind of bad about who I am, and I don't want to bring it up. It's also difficult to find the right time to maybe bring it up, especially if I've already told the person and it just keeps happening. So right now I've just kind of stopped doing it because I'm thinking, all right, please, please, like in a few months, maybe I'll pass more and I won't have this issue. But the reality is I could have this problem with being misgendered my entire life, and I need to build some confidence in this. I'm usually a really confident person, but this problem is just really getting me down right now, especially in this past week. So if anyone has any advice about what you do, or at least what you tell yourself in your head when it happens, I would love to hear it. That's all I'm going to say about this topic for this week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.